Evening all, welcome to Kicking Dust. Right, it's 24 hours. 24 hours. It's time, dude. Go and get a stream key. Go on. Treat yourself. Treat yourself, bro. You work hard. Come on, man. Go and treat yourself to a stream key. I've got one. Seriously, do it. If you can't afford it, don't worry. There is probably going to be a free stream as well, and I think it will probably be less HD than Albanian telly, but who knows. But I think this is now the time to kind of get ready. Go and get some snacks. Go and get some beer. We might even do a stream, literally when all the dust stuff is on. We may even stream. I'm not sure yet. Maybe not. We'll see. I have already got a huge quantity of alcohol in ready for FanFest, and I'm just sat here watching it. I am actually going to be traveling as well on one of the days, so it's kind of really sucking that I'm going to probably have to be sober for that. But I think if you can, go do it. Seriously, go do it. FanFest is 24 hours away. Oh my God. So right now in Reykjavik, there are very, very, very pretty young ladies, all probably with blonde hair, who are now lining up tables. They're kind of checking name badges. They're kind of checking everything's right. They're probably mopping up the sick from the night before. And it's all getting ready for FanFest in your hotel room if you haven't got there yet. They're probably just, sniffing the laundry, sniffing the towels. Yeah, that'll do for another night. Yeah, go on, that'll be fine. He's only from London, doesn't matter. So I think you're in for a treat, my friend. And I really am envious of you if you're there. If you're not there, then come, let's drink, let's just get drunk and talk bollocks about dust. And I think, certainly we're going to play a bit of Eve as well, because I've got to admit, I'm curious to see what's coming from Eve. But yeah, there we go. Another year. Let's think back what we were showing a year ago. Now, I will do a special video for this, because I think this needs commemoration of some kind, but currently I'm just far too drunk for it. But what I'm planning to do is some form of commemorative set of plates. I don't know. What am I talking about? It's just going to be a discussion and a review of what was shown at last year's FanFest, because last year's FanFest was actually quite interesting because obviously there was quite a hype around Dust. If you remember, quite a lot of the sessions were talking about Dust or its technology or its remit of scope. This year, I suspect it'll be a little bit more low-key because obviously it's a launch product and other things are taking the spotlight, Valkyrie, for example. And I think, what we're going to see hopefully from Dust is going to be a discussion of the roadmap for the product. What's it doing? Where's it going? What are the next big key points? What are the next developments? Where's the whole project, in essence, going? We have a new executive producer, and he's obviously going to be discussing at FanFest what's going on. I think he's doing a keynote. I don't think that's a secret. I mean, if it is, sorry, but I don't think it is. So I think just that alone is reason enough for you to watch it. So I would highly, highly stress that if you're a fan of Dust, that if you're a fan of this channel, that if you're a fan of Weetabix, that you make sure you watch the stream. Okay? Make me this promise in blood right now. Cut your wrist and put it on the screen. I'm fucking joking. Do not do that. But you know what I mean? No, please try and watch it. Post in the comments now. I want everybody to post in the comments who's watching this video. I will be watching. And if you're not, tell me why, because I will hunt you down. I will hunt you down until you do watch it. I'm kidding, of course, but I really would stress this is going to be quite a pivotal time for the game, and I think I'm really interested and intrigued to see what's going on, and I really do want there to be a lot of people there watching who are proper Dust fans, even if you hate the game, except like the concept, but you hate the game, then this is a time for you to watch, because it's important. I think it's important to you to see the transition of whatever it may be, next level things, 1.9, new player experience, new content. This is where it's all discussed. This is where I think it's also going to be quite important. So I would highly, highly recommend that you just take an hour out of your day, find out when the Dust keynote speech is on, and watch it. Okay, so let me just count my money from CCP to make sure that they get people watching their stream. I am kidding. I'm joking. Of course I'm kidding. I'm going to be watching, and I think it's going to be fascinating. But also, I think just generally, I'm curious to see what is going to happen. And I think when you look at last year's FanFest, as I mentioned at the start of this video, I think there's quite a lot of stuff that did happen, FW. I think obviously all the stuff with Uprising happened, because that's only been out a year. I think also when you look at some of the things that came through, PC came through, that was obviously very exciting at the time. I think obviously it became a bit of a damp squib perhaps when it was released. That's just my opinion of it. But I think it could have been better, and hopefully it will become better. And I think that's really the key point that I would like to raise with you. I also think there's going to be some quite interesting, kind of content as well from Eve. I think that's going to be maybe pivotal to the game as well, because I foresee, let me share my vision of what I think CCP are doing with you, because, hey, speculation, lol. I get the impression that they're merging together all the products. So there'll be more of a kind of link between all of them, so that you could be a person, a citizen of Eve, able to fly mighty ships, who would then be able to, be a dust mercenary as well. And then you would also be able to step into the cockpit of a Valkyrie fighter and go and fight, etc., etc. Now, I don't know, maybe not, but I do get the impression that they are kind of moving towards a single platform, and I bet you they call it Unity. Bet ya! Because, lol, that's just obvious. But I think it's going to be interesting to see where, this is all going. And I think you're only going to get this from FanFest, let's face it, because it's like, it's like an open forum for CCP. Okay, less so than an open forum technically, but it still will tell you what's going on, what's the idea with the game, what's going on with the kind of product, where it's going, etc. And I think people would be well placed to heed the opportunity that is coming from them to listen to their message. Oh my god, I keep going on about it. So playing Ambush. Oh my god, I'm still war point whoring it up. I know it's terrible, isn't it? But when you see how many war points and skill points they get from this, you'll laugh. And I've got to admit, much as I love flaylocking dudes in the face, I've got to admit, lately I love the more serene life that this gives you, which is a much more relaxed game. It really is. And just keeping dudes alive is funny to me. But yeah. I think Ambush as well, just with vehicles, it just is ruined by vehicles. I think I don't see the point of them. I think reducing the number of them makes sense, but I would just remove them entirely. I'd just make Ambush an infantry only game. I know that means some people who spec into vehicles are screwed, but I don't know. Maybe they do an Ambush for vehicles only. I don't know, but there needs to be something that just kind of removes the assholes who just run the Madruga with the iron cannon continually. They run this bloody mode, and it's just over and over and over and over again, and it just, my god, it drives me up the wall. And I'm not even doing it, they're doing it. I don't know how they do it, I really don't. It would drive me through the floor to play Ambush in a tank continually. It would just be like, this is the most boring thing I've ever played in my life. Yet for some reason people still do it. I couldn't tell you why. Who knows? Post in the comments if you do this, tell me why. I don't get it. Oh my god, we're dead. Boom. I think it's a funny thing of the game where people just get comfortable with a particular mode, and that's it. That's what they do. That is it. They've decided that's what it is. I think a lot of people obviously want to win as well, and that does become quite draining, let's say. Anyway, so in the last few moments of the video, let me just refresh and conclude. FanFest is 24 hours away, okay? And I know I keep going on about it, okay? And there's probably a bloody good reason why. It's because you should be seeing it as a very important time for the game. If you don't care about Dust, if you have no interest in Eve, if you hate CCP, if you have no, absolute no interest and love within any of that, then go about your day, good sir. But if you have any inkling or had any inkling of love for this game and Eve and CCP, etc., then I would urge you to watch FanFest. And I think it's it's going to be streamed. It should be free. There is a HD stream if you're feeling a bit flush, and I would just urge you to do it. Okay? Do it for me. And if you won't do it for me, do it for Trouble. She's really nice. If you won't do it for either of us, then just do it for your own sense of worth. Because we'll be talking about stuff that you'll have no idea what we're talking about, because we'll be watching it. And if you're not, then lol you. And I really would stress, it's an hour or two of your time. Just make sure you watch it. So there we go. Look at that. Crazy war points, I think you'll agree. Thank God for boosters, eh? My God, 26,000 skill points from one ambush. That's not bad. That's pretty good even for me, I think. But there we go. So I hope you enjoyed that. And again, 24 hours. There will be more videos telling you to watch. But if you just heed one thing from this video, it is watch FanFest. Watch FanFest. Make sure you watch FanFest.